If you're seeing this video, it means that you're about to experience glitches within your simulation. Get ready to solidify your new belief of your world. Today will change your life forever because you'll learn how to project from within you, and that's where the magic comes in. That's when you start to realize, wait a minute, I can imagine something and then create it. Can you believe that back in 1983, the CIA actually released this crazy report called Analysis and Assessment of the Gateway Process? It basically explored the idea of bending time and space through these altered states of consciousness. They were saying the universe is this huge network of energy, and everything, including our minds, is just different vibrations within it. The report talked about this thing called hemisync, where your brainwaves all sync up, and it can unlock these altered states where your mind kind of detaches from the physical world and connects to this pure energy field. And get this, they even suggested that because reality might be like a hologram, our minds could actually have a huge impact on the whole universe. This perspective implies a deeply interconnected reality where everything, from your consciousness to the vast expanse of the cosmos, exists within a matrix of interconnected energy vibrations. Imagine this. You start to realize that maybe, just maybe, this whole life thing is like a video game. Crazy, right? But then you start noticing all these weird things, these glitches, like inconsistencies in the game. It's like the programmers messed up sometimes. Now, the cool part is that you can actually start to see these glitches more clearly if you can project your mind outside your body. It's like you're zooming out and seeing the code behind the scenes. You can actually see how the game is built. Think about it. We can all picture things in our minds, right? We can change our thoughts, especially when we're drifting off to sleep. So, today, let's make a game of it. We're going to affirm to ourselves throughout the day, I can create this. And watch what happens. Because the moment you truly believe that this world is like a hologram projected from within you, that's when the magic starts. You can literally start to edit the game, remove all those old limiting beliefs and past experiences that are holding you back. It's like unlocking a superpower. Hey, so you were wondering how people actually tap into these altered states of consciousness, right? Well, there are tons of ways. Some people swear by meditation, like mindfulness or that transcendental meditation stuff. Others get into breath work, like holotropic breath work or pranayama. It sounds intense. Then you've got hypnosis, sensory deprivation tanks. Those sound kinda weird. TBH, and even yoga and Tai Chi. And yeah, some people use psychedelics, but that's definitely not for everyone and should be done with caution. For me, I keep it simple. I mostly focus on talking to myself internally and kind of retraining my mind, especially in the evenings. It's kinda like what Neville Goddard talked about. He believed that when your mind is relaxed, like when you're falling asleep, you're more open to these altered states. He also emphasized the power of imagining something is already happening. Given this information, how will you apply it to your own life? Are you curious to learn how I've successfully utilized these principles to profoundly transform my own reality? Let me share a story I never told anyone. So, 10 years ago, I was working as a coordinator at this wealth management firm. I was really dedicated, had the degree, knew my stuff, and worked my butt off. But when a promotion came up, they completely overlooked me. It was so frustrating, especially because they gave it to someone who wasn't as qualified. And to make things worse, my boss started treating me really coldly. I felt so undervalued and discouraged. Then I stumbled upon this book by Neville Goddard. He talked about the power of your mind and how you can actually create your reality through your thoughts and feelings. It really resonated with me. So, I started practicing what he taught. I focused on visualizing myself in the kind of role I wanted, feeling confident and successful. I even imagined positive interactions with my boss. At first, I wasn't sure if it would work, but slowly things started to shift. I felt more confident at work, and my interactions with my boss actually improved. It was amazing. Eventually, I found a new opportunity at another firm, one that was a perfect fit. It was a real eye-opener for me. This experience showed me that by changing my thoughts and focusing on what I wanted, I could actually create a different reality for myself. So, if you really get that this world is kind of like a mirror reflecting your inner world, it's incredibly empowering, right? You're not just a passenger, you're the creator. You can start designing the life you want by focusing on positive thoughts and feelings. Imagine yourself surrounded by amazing people, doing work you love, feeling happy and fulfilled, and experiencing abundance and wealth creation. And remember, everyone you meet is basically a reflection of yourself. So, if you want to see more love and kindness in the world, start by cultivating those qualities within yourself. It's like a ripple effect. Your inner world influences your outer world. Please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me to continue creating this kind of content.